Hi food lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making meat pie. So for this recipe you need ground beef, and I didn't have any ground beef at home, so I just got my normal beef, thawed it out, and I decided to put this in a food processor, and here it is. So if you have ground beef, just skip this step and move on to this part. So you get your pan, add in some oil and your ground beef, and then you break this apart in the pan and you season with some salt and chicken seasoning while you keep stirring and frying it. So when it's basically pretty much fried, you're going to then go ahead and add in your onions so that it can also fry as well. And then after adding your onions, you're going to go ahead and add in your finely diced potatoes and carrots. Now you're going to mix this all together, add in some ground rosemary, some curry powder, and I also added a little bit of garlic, just 1 teaspoon. This is highly optional if you don't like it. And in place of rosemary, you can use thyme. Then I added a little bit of water and some more chicken seasoning. I covered this up and allowed everything to fry for about 10 more minutes so that the potatoes and the carrots and everything will be completely cooked together. They're diced into small pieces, so it shouldn't take that long. And then in another plate, I went ahead to mix in my slurry. This is just flour and water to thicken up the sauce, and you should have it looking like this. You're going to set it aside and make your dough for your meat pie. So to a bowl, I'm adding my flour and butter, and then I'm going to mix this into like a crumb like consistency. You want it to look like this. Then I went ahead to add in some milk. This is highly optional, and then some baking powder. I mixed this all together and added in very cold water. Like, this is straight from the fridge. You need very cold water for this pastry. Now you're going to mix this all together and knead it for about 5 minutes until you just get a nice consistency basically, and let it rest for like 10 minutes. And you should let it rest in the fridge so that it will still be cold. You want everything that you are using for this recipe cold. Now you're going to bring it after 10 minutes and you're going to knead it and roll it out into about a half-inch thick pastry, flat surface. And then you're going to cut a circle. You can literally cut any shape you like, but Nigerian meat pie is usually this shape, but you can make it square, rectangle, triangle. It doesn't matter, to be honest. Then you place your filling in the pastry and then you're going to cover it up and use the slurry mixture to seal the edges, and then you use a fork to seal the edges. If you have a pie cutter, that is very much easier, and but I don't have one, so this is what I'm doing. I did that for the rest of the dough and filling that I had, and I went ahead to use an egg wash on this, so it's more like a glaze to have your pastry shiny. Then I put this in my preheated oven and baked for 180 degrees for about 25 minutes, and that was pretty much it. Here I got one and broke it. Show you how it is inside. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching so much, guys. I hope you'll be trying this recipe.